I'm Seth here at USL. Now that we've set up our system and ingested some content, we will go to the Builder tab and build a playlist for playing back for an audience. The Builder tab has three sections: the upper left showing the current playlist available on the CMS, the upper right showing the clips currently on the CMS, and the currently blank area is the timeline for the playlist we're building. These data grids can be filtered and sorted in the same way as the data grids on the previous content tab were. The input box for sorting and filtering the clips is down in the lower right hand corner. The current shows have 5 controls associated with them: the refresh button to refresh the contents of the page if anything is ever missing, the new button is a single page for starting a new show playlist, the 2 pages is a copy control for copying the currently selected playlist, the down arrow is a load button for loading the currently selected playlist into the timeline, and the X button is used to delete a playlist from the list above. We can also refresh the clips pane, view the properties of a selected clip, or use the add button, which is the down arrow, to add the currently selected clip to the timeline of a show that we're working on. We'll start by creating a new show. The show is given a unique ID when it is created. Enter the other credentials as appropriate to what the show will be used for. This will be our third test show created. And the creator, issuer, and date issued are automatically populated from our login credentials. Clicking OK finishes the creation of the show itself. Now we can add clips to that show to make a playlist. We'll start by adding some blank screen spacers for the start of our playback. When I click the Add button, the new clip is added directly after the one that is currently selected. Right now, Black 5 Seconds 239 is selected. Adding a trailer, we'll put it after that clip. I filtered, but I had the wrong group of clips shown in the data grid. So once I go back to all clips, I can see the clip item that I filtered for. Adding that to our playlist adds it at the end. We now have a good blank area at the start of our playback, followed by a trailer and a feature to show to our audience. Next, I'm going to add some cues by clicking the cue button at the bottom of the clip that I wish to add the cue on, and then pressing the Add button to bring up the cue dialog. I'll start by activating the lamp on our projector at the start of the Black 5 Seconds clip. I'll add another cue to open the dowser on our projector, and then 2 seconds later I'll start the opening process for our curtains. Finally, at the end of that clip, I'll turn our audio up to the mid-level for the trailer. During the feature, I'll add yet another cue at the beginning and at the end. We now have the cues in the appropriate spots in our playlist, the clips in place, and we're ready to save our show and move it to the player. If we wish to add another trailer to our playlist, I'm going to select the clip that I would like to add the trailer after, find the appropriate trailer, in the listing above and add it to the playlist. After doing that, I've decided I don't like the placement of the trailer, so I will long press the trailer, which brings up the movement buttons, allowing me to move the clip to the place in the playlist where I like it best. Long pressing also brought up an X button, which allows me to remove that clip from the playlist. Now that I'm happy with the format of my show, I'll hit the save button, saving it to my list of playlists and making it available to the player for playback.